what exactly happens during the chemical reaction? Chemical reaction, what exactly happens? Well, atoms combine to form compounds, yes. But during the chemical reaction, especially in forming ionic compounds, atoms lose electrons, and those lost electrons are gained by other atoms. For example, sodium chloride. The sodium loses its one electron, and chlorine gains that one lost electron. And in the process, sodium becomes positive +1, and then chlorine becomes negative. Sodium becomes positive because it has lost that extra electron. So there are more protons than electrons. Then the chlorine, because it has gained the electron, it becomes negative. But what we just did now is a graphical representation of what happens during the formation of ionic compounds. So you can see that one is losing the electron and the other is gaining the lost electron. But do you think scientists can always see electrons, or can they see electrons moving during formation of compounds? The simple answer is no. For example, when water is being formed, when sodium chloride is being formed, are chemists able to see this electron moving from sodium to chlorine? Are they able to do that? No, no way. They are not able to see the movement of electrons. So how are they able to tell which atom is losing an electron and which atom is gaining the electron? Or how would they be able to represent the distribution of electrons during formation of these compounds? That is when oxidation numbers come in. So oxidation number simply refers to that the charge that is assigned to atoms, especially during the formation of ions or formation of compounds. So for example, in this one, the sodium has a charge of +1, and then the chlorine has a charge of -1. So when they come together, they form sodium chloride, which is a compound. So scientists use oxidation numbers to tell us that, oh, you know, in this compound, which is sodium chloride, the sodium is plus, meaning it is giving its electron, and chlorine is minus because it is gaining the lost electron. So in this, the oxidation number of each of the elements or atoms here is simply the charge on the atom. So the oxidation number of sodium is +1, and the oxidation number of chlorine is -1 in this example. So that's it. Simple explanation of what exactly oxidation numbers actually mean. But here's an interesting question. What about if elements exist in the neutral state without going into bonding with other elements? What then becomes their oxidation numbers? That is what we'll be discussing in our next video. So click somewhere here to view that lesson. But as summary, oxidation number in the simplest form just represent the charge that is assigned to the atom when it comes to formation of an ion or formation of a compound. So sodium here is +1 and chlorine is -1. See you in our next lesson.